Hello there, I'm Thomas Hatsios, German America Ball, flying the Embraer 1 aircraft here to NASA. You're gonna simplify from takeoff, climb, cruises, and approach the landing, and explain 11. I will show you how to start the engines, how to use the APU, the auxiliary power unit, um, the hydraulic system, the fuel system, the electrical system, and now the cabin pressurization, also the pressurizer from the engines and from the APU. I will show you the ADIRU and the NS reference unit. I will show you all the systems of the Embraer aircraft, how you use it, how to use the flight management computer, create a flight plan, and the autopilot. Also, how to use all the displays, the primary flight display with the airspeed indicated, the barometric altitude, and the vertical rate of climb descent. I will show you also the altitude indicator, the flight mode annunciator with the autopilot and the auto throttle, later in vertical navigation modes. I will show you also uh, the navigation display that displays the terrain and weather reflections, the GPS position of the aircraft, the aircraft in the air, the flight plan we're gonna create, also the systems display with electrical, hydraulic, fluid fuel system, um, pressurizer, and flight controls and other systems. I will show you how to use the engine systems also, the displays and the thrust meter. And I will start with the flight controls. I will show you the flight controls of the Embraer aircraft. I'm gonna make a full flight from takeoff, climb, cruises, and approach and landing here in the Seattle Tacoma International Airport in Washington State, United States. So you will see now with the flight controls. I will show you. We have the Air Canada Embraer 195. So I'll show you the flight controls over here. So you can see we can climb and we can descend like that. So moving the side stick moves the flight controls. So I will show you also how to use the stabilizer trim. You can see also my computer that I use here for this flight with 8 processors, 8 GB RAM and 2 GB video card. So we're gonna use all the other systems here. You can see the yoke, the autopilot engage and disengage switch over here, the autopilot panel, the airspeed, the systems here. So I will show you later airspeed, barometric altitude. You will see also the outside view. So to use over here this display the flight management computer. You can see the yoke also. So you can see the yoke, we can make turns right and left and also climb and descent when gonna be flying. You can see the flaps position over here. You can see the speed brakes, the thrust levers, the engines, thrust reverse also. So I'll show you the flight management computer, the status. I'm gonna create a flight plan. You can see the model of the aircraft, the data, the position. So Seattle Tacoma International KC. Back out to KC. We're gonna use departures and arrivals. Select tab for departures. KC depart. Runway 16 left. I'm gonna do the same for arrival. Actually, we're gonna use 34 left. Runway 34 left. Mount 7. Then arrivals. ILS 16 left. Run spy. So we have other legs here. Clear the discontinuity if we have any. Clear the discontinuity, and this is the whole flight plan. So we're ready with the flight plan. You can see also other instruments over here. So we have the trim for the horizontal tail, pitch trim, nose up and nose down, another roll trim, yaw trim, parking brakes also. So now we must be able to see the flight plan. You can see also the autopilot panel. You can see the engines over here, engine start, the thrust levers. So we have many nice views. Your speed brakes retracted for the takeoff. So this is Thomas Hatsios, German America pilot flying the Embraer 195. It's a nice flight with the explainer level. So you know the full flight. Stay with me. I'm gonna start now the takeoff process here. See on the airport. So you need only to advance the thrust levers. First stabilize, parking brakes off. Also use the rudder pedals. We're gonna have the airspeed increase. We have some wind. So let me gear up. Gonna make we're departing, flying northwest now. North 0 degrees, 360. Gonna make a turn. You can see the airport. It's also the Embraer. You can see our current altitude 7,000 feet, 154 knots. The airspeed. Use left rudder pedal also to make a steeper turn. Keep turning. This is the Embraer after takeoff over here. So we are flying the airport. Need to keep input for the turn. The wind is changing our direction all the time. So we keep climbing. Also we need the flight director on. Over here. You can see the on flight director. Maybe we need to retract some flaps. We're gonna follow also the autopilot. Now we have instrument meteorological conditions. We go over the cloud. We need also this generator. The ice over here. And now the bleeder. gonna see also some maneuvers we're gonna make later. Gonna overfly the mountain here. Gonna see it. Correct also for the wind. Let's fly over the mountain now and go back to the airport. We have also the mountain here, the Seattle Mountains. I'll fly over. The mountains and come back for landing. I'm gonna make some maneuvers also. You're gonna see when we reach about 20,000 feet, 23,000 feet, 167 knots the airspeed. We can make a rollover maneuver like in the fighter jets. Gonna stall also the airplane, but we can roll it around like that, upside down. Here we go, and recover from the upset condition. Can make one more time, maybe to the other side. So you can see we fly inverted for a while. This airplane is like a fighter jet. And we're going home now. I'm gonna start descending now. We can also stall and recover. That was perhaps so in recovery, and now we have to follow the flight path. We are 33,000 feet. Gonna start descending. Gonna use idle. So idle thrust now. that was a power on stall and recovery. And now we're going back home. We fly south west now, southeast actually. We follow the flight one. I'm gonna make a turn. Gonna fly over the mountain again. So here's the mountain. Now we need to make one more turn. Go back to the airport. When you have a high altitude, you fly high, it's easy to recover from upside down or stall conditions. In an airplane, 33,000 feet is a lot of marking. So now we need also use our flaps up and accelerate slightly out of the airplane. So now we are descending back to the airport. Let's fly through all the clouds again. Use also the speed brakes for a faster descent. So we have to descend through the clouds in meteorological conditions. We're gonna follow. And over here the instruments. Gonna have the airport. You can see the runways over here. The Seattle Tacoma International Airport is going to be overflying its runways. Adding some thrust again, some power. You can see we can tell what is upside down like that sometimes from the airplane. Follow the instruments. We're gonna have the airport. Gonna overfly it. We're gonna see the runways. Going to be coming for approach. We're 1,500 feet. Climb a little bit. Here's to 200 knots. Gonna add some power. Also use more flaps for landing. speed brakes are retracted. We have the airport behind us. Adding some power again. Need to follow the flight line. Go back in the airport for landing. As you saw the approach. Less thrust now as we are approaching for the loading. You can see I'm using other flight controls like this. Giving more thrust to the engines. You can see the flight controls are deflect. Now we are close out to the approach for the airport. Have to descend also. Use idle thrust also now. (6,000 feet). Keep descending. A lot of gear down also. And we have other runways here, 1, 2, 3. We are aligned with the runways, direction as we are descending, to be adding some thrust from time to time. So now we are in the approach for landing. Let's thrust again. A little bit more. So you can see we are in the approach. Now the gear is down. You see we have some wind, is pushing us to the sides from time to time, so we need to realign. So we are in the approach for landing. Use less thrust sometimes. To increase also the rate of descent. Increase the rate of descent. Now we're leveling off. You see all the air data here as we are approaching runway 16 left. Use less thrust now. Increase also the rate of descent. And pitch down. The aeroplane sometimes pitch up again. Increase the rate of descent. So we have wind from one side. Mostly we need to grab and side slip out the aircraft. Into the runway center line. Now we are okay, and hold off, leveling off a bit. Here we go. Touch down the airplane. So how we need to realign from time to time. We have some wind. So we can go again one more time. Beautiful landing. Very smooth. So we can add some power and go again. Full takeoff power. Speed brakes are retracted also. Now the gear up. And we go one more time. So we are flying here. We are abeam to the runways. Use less thrust now. Gonna fly back to the airport a bit more. You ever fly the airport? So I need leveling off a bit. Need to come to the airport, so we make some turns. You can see we leave the controls of the aircraft. I'm gonna turn with the aerodynamic forces with the wind. Not change direction all the time. Gonna come back after landing. We need to descend now. There's idle thrust. Speed brakes also. So gonna what's the instrument? We see the airspeed 185 knots. We are 10,000 feet. We are descending right now, as you can see. 10,300, 200, 100, 10,000, 9,900 feet now. descending with 2000 feet per minute. We're gonna make out the terminal. When we reach about 6,000 feet. Thousand feet. Can start turning now. So we're gonna enter again. Gonna have the airport this side. Adding some thrust again. Now we need to follow the flight plan. So again we are in the runways over here. Use idle thrust. Now the gear down. The brakes are on. We're closer to the airport now. Another approach, number 2. Adding some thrust again. Adding some thrust again. Too much thrust. You can see the air data that we have here as we are approaching on the displays. Adding a little bit more thrust again. And to increase also the rate of descent. It's down now the airplane. Got some wind. We need to side slip and crab the airplane again, because it's pushing us on this side. So we overfly the other airport now. We are approaching flooding. Runway 16 left in Seattle Tacoma International Airport, KC. KCA. To increase the rate of descent, thrust is set. Need to center line the airplane again. Use the rudder pedals for the rudder vertical tail stabilizer for yaw control, and now the elevator for pitch and the ailerons and spoilers for right control. Increase sometimes the rate of descent.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate.
400.
Use more idle thrust now.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 40.
Here we go. Very beautiful touchdown and landing. Got some wind from one side, as you can see. It's pushing the airplane off center line sometimes. So we need to yaw to the wind direction. So adding some thrust again, takeoff power. Here we go again. Not gear up. There we go, one more round. The airplane now is turning on its own. It's a fly-by-wire aircraft. Useless thrust. We are abeam to the runways. You can see the runway we use for landing over here. We fly now in the opposite direction. adding thrust again. I'm gonna have also the night sky view, these beautiful colors. So we have the overhead panel, the systems, hydraulic, fluid, over here fuel, electrical, cabin pressurization also. So we need So we're gonna follow this flight path here. We're gonna make a left turn now. You can see the wings. Left wing, it will make a turn. If I press out the side stick, it will deploy the spoilers and the ailerons. You can see the engines also, turbofan, one engine. Left side, we go on the other side, right side. Have the other airport here, add some thrust. So I go like that. So this is the wing view. Need to go back to the cockpit. Start out the descent. Gonna use idle thrust. Use full power again, so that was an upset recovery again, one more time. A small airplane, so you can maneuver like fighter jet. So we have low FPS now, and we have normal frames per second. Need descent also. This beautiful view, night colors. The overhead also. Need to make a turn to the other side, 190 degrees. Descent for approach. You can see the airspeed over here, 181 knots. We are 4,000 feet above the sea level. We have the N1 and the N2, which is the low speed starters, have low pressure, compressor, and turbine of the turbofan towards the engine. and the high-speed starter shaft, high-pressure compressor into one of the turbo fan turbocharged engine. I'll talk to you about the engine sub displays. I'm gonna see it later after loading. Now we need to make a full turn again. Gonna follow the flight plan over here for approach. The runway should be somewhere around here. Just gonna use all this approach. Four 4,400 feet, we can level off, add some thrust also. Gonna start turning now for the approach and landing. Gonna make a 180 degrees turn. Gonna make 90 degrees now. I need to reach this point here, about 5 nautical miles away. Make a full turn, use left rudder pedal also. Gonna have the runways in front of us. Here are the runways. To make it a little bit to the left.